I did a poll on Twitter to see how many people wanted me to bring back latte art. About 6,000 of you voted. 87% of people wanted me to bring back latte art. So I'm bringing it back. If we bring this thing back, you have to do something for me. Because last time I did this, I got sent so much latte art related stuff. Odd one on there now and again is fine. Actually, no, it's not. Odd one's not fine. Never send me anything latte art related, because I guarantee if you've sent me a picture or a meme or anything to do with latte art, I would have seen that a million times before by some other person that's kindly sent me this picture of this latte art. Bring on the silky latte art B-roll, and let's get back on this quest to defeat latte art.
I'll never forget the day Mr. Thompson kept me behind a class and asked me why I hadn't handed in my homework all week. I explained I had just got the new Sega Master System along with a game called Alex the Kid, which I was determined to finish. Instead of respecting my perseverance and dedication, he became agitated and told me playing computer games wasn't an acceptable excuse. But I knew what he was really saying. He was saying I was never going to amount to anything. He was saying I was less than nothing and that he was better than me. No matter how hard you try, you'll always fail, you pathetic little worm boy, he said with his eyes while his lips flapped around saying something about just wanting me to get good grades and not fall behind the class again. Well, look at me now, Mr. Thompson. I'm a vlogger, which means I'm better than you in every conceivable way. So this quest is for all the Mr. Thompsons in the world, to show you that us fighters will never give up. And that we will use little more than your doubt to pull us up to our feet whenever we fall down, because we know that one day we'll stop falling down. We'll stand tall, puff out our chests, and shout as loud as we can, I'm better than you now. Latte art is back, ladies and gentlemen, and make no mistake, I will conquer it this time. Fuck.
Good morning everyone. It's been a bit of a hectic morning. I have been doing I've been doing 3 blog posts, 2 of which are for work. Grayson isn't very well, so he's having a bit of a sofa day. Rufus is having a nap, and I'm like frantically trying to create little sets and stuff around the house to get my photos done for my blog post. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm wearing a pair of jeans also, which by default, this is so bad, I have a massive rip in the knee, look, just because I'm such a mum and I'm always on my knees. Yeah, I need to go shopping.
I'm going to introduce you to my new toy. Check this out. It's the dinkiest little thing. Just sold my other drone so I could get this one because I wanted something a little bit smaller and more portable. And this is so small and portable. Yeah, so there it is all folded down. It's called a DJI Mavic Air, and it is, it's dinky. We took it out and flew it around a bit just to see what it was like, and the quality that this thing can render out is immense. It's amazing, and it literally fit in my skinny jean pocket. So it's going to come with me everywhere from now on. DJI Mavic Air. I'm going to stick this on my Wantfeed as well if anyone wants to have a look at it. But highly recommend it if anyone's looking to get into flying drones. I mean, it's kind of like borderline toy, borderline useful bit of kit for the videos. It straddles both, I think. But yeah, DJI Mavic Air, awesome bit of kit.
I know this flat lay looks totally random, but it's part of a blog post I'm doing. I'm doing my 5 favourite mum hacks, and I think I might do a YouTube video for like another 5 favourite mum hacks, set like different ones obviously. Quite pleased with my flat lay now, look. Da, 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 all the things you need to go out in the day with the kids. So I now have Tom helping me take the vlog pictures, because obviously I have to be in some of them. Stef's filming Tom taking pictures of me for like context. So we've got 3 cameras on the go for 1 picture at the moment. It's quite funny. We have now been shooting these photos. If you count my prep, we've been doing it for 4 hours now.
4 or 5, yeah.
And we're nearly done just taking them. We haven't even like put them into the computer and like chosen which ones we want to use or cropped or like done anything yet. So it's an all day job. But we're on the last one now, hopefully. Muffin boy. Oh, hello there.
If you're depressed, if you're anxious, you've been told basically that you're a bit crazy, there's something not working. But actually, you're not a machine with broken parts, right? You're a human being with unmet needs, and that requires a very different set of responses.
Where's he gone? There he is! Where's he gone? Oh, you're biting my eyebrow!
Is he actually biting you?
You're biting my eyebrow, mister. What are you doing that for? Whoa! I saved you. They say that there is a grain of truth to every joke. Fill up this with a bit of whiskey because I've got a problem. I went to the doctors a few weeks ago for a little mark I had on my eye, and in the waiting room I was filling out the forms, and at the bottom of the form it asks you how many units of alcohol that you drink per week, and I normally round down to the nearest 30. But this time I thought, you know what, I'm just going to tell the truth, and I just wrote the truth of how many units of alcohol I drink a week. And then a few weeks passed and I had a letter in the post from the doctors, and it kind of was just telling me that I may have a bit of a toxic relationship with alcohol and I drink far too much, and gave me loads of advice on how I can potentially cut down. And I kind of just laughed it off at the time. And then fast forward a couple more weeks later, my friend Neil, he said he was doing this 28-day no alcohol challenge, and he asked me if I wanted to do it. And I was like, no way, why would I want to be miserable for a whole month? But it planted a bit of a seed in my head. When we were skiing, I was drinking every day, and I got back and I was like, I need to stop this. And that seed that Neil and the letter from the doctor had planted had just grown into something that I just couldn't ignore anymore. And I was like, actually, I need to do this. I need to come off alcohol for a month. I need to take a month away from it and not drink anything for a whole month, just so I can make sure that my relationship with drinking is, well, it isn't toxic. And this is the only way that I feel I can do it. Anyway, I thought maybe a couple of you might want to join me on this no drinking challenge for a month. So if any of you do, let me know in the comments if you're prepared to give it a go. Start maybe today and see if you can do a whole month of no alcohol. I'll write a comment down below. And if you like that comment, then that means that you have said, yes, today is day one and I'm starting a month of no drinking. Oh, and in case you're wondering, this is non-alcoholic red wine. Cheers, good luck if you're doing it. I'm not going to drink any more of that, just did it for context, it's disgusting.
Good afternoon, everything is going extremely well. Let me put it this
It's
way.
the last week of our Norland nanny this week. So I am taking advantage today and I'm going to go and get my hair cut alone. I'm actually really looking forward to it. Normally I hate going to the hairdressers. Can't be bothered to have a colour. But I'm just going to go and sit down with a cup of tea. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Hey Tom, look at this. La pancake lens.
Oh, what? Oh,
Look at the quality.
Just arrived.
Yeah, just arrived. I really
it's a
like
miniature.
it. Super cheap as well, like 150 quid for a lens. And
I wonder what photos are like.
stand really still and you'll see. There you go. It's lovely.
Lovely and cheap.
Very cheap, very lovely.
I'm all done at the hairdressers. I didn't film in there because it was really quiet, and also because I didn't get my hair coloured. The hairdresser was literally like by my side the whole time. It would have been a bit weird, I feel, to get my camera out and start filming in the mirror. I still feel like that sometimes. Like now when I'm walking along the street, it's quite quiet, so I'm like, okay, I can vlog. When it's like a one-on-one situation like that, I'm like, I feel really awkward. Obviously, if you're with somebody and they're like, why are you filming? Then you have to go into the whole spiel about how you make YouTube videos, and then you end up talking about yourself for ages, and then you feel like a bit of a dick. So I just didn't film in there. Sorry, Stefan, I know you're going to be cross about that. But yeah, I love my haircut. He did a really good job and he blow dried it really well. And he was a really, really calm person, which, you know, it's just nice to be around. Normally when you go to the hairdressers, it's like chat, 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 chat. But he was like just enough chat, but like mellowed me out. I'm getting further into town and there's more and more people staring at me like, why is she talking into a camera? What a self-obsessed bitch. So yeah, I'm gonna just grab some makeup remover quickly and then head home. I love him. world. You've got a new lens, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a pancake lens.
I was going to say, it's really flat,
Isn't it? Hannah and I are going to go into town now because I need to send something I just sold on eBay. So I'm going to take this camera with only one lens, this new 40mm pancake lens in with me, just because I want to see what it can do. I want to give it a field test. So let's go into town.
I don't want to sound like a preachy twat here or didactic or just I don't know. I just don't want this to come across in the wrong way. I find it difficult sometimes giving people advice because nobody's asked me for it, so it feels strange. I do feel it's important to film things, to film anything, menial things, just sitting down to have dinner or film just going into town.
I've had a constant wedgie this whole walk. Please get that out.
No way. Oh my god, there's a naked man swimming in the river. Shit. Man, is mine ability? Is he okay? Coney, do you reckon he's alright? Don't look at his balls.
I don't want to be looking at his balls.
He's got a towel there. That's mental. That must be so cold. I don't believe I just saw that.
He's not getting dry either. He's just putting his clothes straight on.
You don't need fancy camera equipment. There was a film in Sundance Film Festival a few years ago, which was one of the best films there. And it was shot entirely on an iPhone. So there's no excuse really as to not do it. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't even have to be good. It just has to exist. So you have it to look back on.
He's happy.
He is happy.
He laughed at me
Did he?
when you were not here.
Are you glad that Rufus came to pick you up from nursery school?
Yeah.
He finds everything you do funny. Is that why you like him? He laughs at all your jokes, doesn't he? Finish your dinner. Dinner. Now, because I am a very, very nice, fun mummy, I'll tell you a secret. Mummy and Daddy have very cool pudding today for after you go to bed. You and Rufus go to bed and we eat cool pudding. But because I'm such a nice mummy, I'm going to share mine with you so you can have half of mine. Thank you, Mother darling. That's really kind of you.
I was about to say that you mixed up my words.
Did I? I'll just be quiet then while you thank me now.
Thank you.
Do you remember saying that when you were a kid?
What?
I was about to say that, but you mixed up my words.
No, I didn't say that. I wasn't precocious.
You weren't precocious. Somehow I find that very hard to believe.
I'm currently on my way to London to attend the Brit Awards, which are the British industry's annual pop music awards. I've kindly been invited by the guys at O2 to come and check it out. I've never been before, so I'm not too sure what to expect from tonight.
I literally don't think I've ever been this tired before. Rufus was up every hour last night and then he wouldn't nap this morning, so I'm just like a shell of a human being right now. I've cried like 5 times this morning. I'm just exhausted.
To the average person, a train ride is just a little bit boring, just dead time. But to a parent, a train ride is just heaven. Absolute heaven. Just idly staring out the window without any whinging or nagging. I wet my pants, or get me a drink, or I've spilt something, temper tantrums, nappies changing. Just is just serene, absolutely serene.
I'm a shit vlogger, but basically, I went back to bed. Didn't film anything because I was literally just going back to bed. So yeah, that's basically my day. And then Grayson came home from preschool. We've ordered a delivery because Mummy is failing at life today and doesn't want to cook or clean up. We're watching Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and we've got a Wagamama's on the way, which we're gonna eat upstairs, even though Stef freaks out about it. But Stef's not here, so we're gonna do that. Put a rug out, like a little blanket that we normally have on the sofa that I can just chuck in the wash, so we're gonna eat on that, so you don't need to freak out that much, Steph.
Ah, London, the sweet smell of carbon monoxide, fried chicken, greed and misery. I've missed you, you old bastard. O2 Arena, yeah?
Your name is
Stef and Michalaks.
Nick.
No. O2 Arena, please, man.
This big dome used to be called the Millennium Dome. It's now called the O2 Arena. When Muse played here, they managed to squeeze in 21,000 people inside. Another dad fact, in 2015, when the O2 was named the world's most visited venue for the 8th year in a row, it served more than 600,000 pints of beer, which coincidentally is the same amount of beer I'd need to drink to get through anything Liam Payne sings tonight.
It's going to be the ultimate challenge for me tonight when I go to the O2 Arena to not drink. It silences that self-critical part of my brain, which is just constantly there, always telling me I'm a cock. And the more I drink, the less I can hear it going, you're a bit of a dick, mate, nobody likes you. But anyway, I'm going to try and just ignore him tonight and be sober and be hyper aware. If he tells me I'm awful, I'm just not going to care. So what, I'm awful, mate. I'm the worst. I'm a cock. Have it. I should have done that many years ago.
That's us for the night. It is 6:20. We are going to get into bed. Rufus is dying to go to sleep, as am I. I think Grayson might watch a little bit of Disney Life on my phone for a little bit, because that's the kind of parenting I'm doing today. Takeaways in the iPhone cartoons. So we will see you tomorrow. Wish me luck tonight.
Apparently I've got too much camera gear with me. You're only allowed to bring anything under a 50mm lens. I don't understand these rules. So I have got to take this lens off and put my 40mm lens on, because that's allowed. You didn't say anything about mic, so I'll take that. Can't take my GoPro, can't take my tripod, can't take that, which is just the best lens. So all I had to shoot on tonight is Canon with a 40mm lens. Do my best to make this look good.
I tried, but I failed. I couldn't get any decent shots tonight, armed only with a 149-pound fixed focal 40mm lens. I needed my 7200, I needed my tripods and my stabilizer, I needed all my paint brushes. And security denying me my glass suddenly felt like I was striding into a bloody battle armed only with a bit of sass. The Brits was truly marvellous. The isometric set design, spellbinding, the acts impassioned and present. The atmosphere was eager and mad. I loved it, I truly did. I only wish I had all my paintbrushes to have shown you just how much.
I just woke up after an absolutely heavenly sleep, and now I'm gonna have some breakfast and then head back to Bath. I feel like a new man. Let's go.
I'm really proud of myself. I didn't have one drink. I was really tempted. I couldn't stop thinking about just quietly pausing this 28-day no drinking challenge just for like one night, but I didn't. Having the mental fortitude to persevere and self-control over my desires feels great, but waking up with a clear head, with no hangover after a big night out, well, that feels even better. I guess I needed to test my relationship with alcohol to see if it had gone too far, and now I'm a bit clearer on where exactly the line is, because I feel like I may have got too close to it for a while. Whenever I tell people about this challenge, they usually reply with the same thing. They say, I don't think I could do it. And you know what? I think that's exactly the reason why you should try.